beautiful day though, lots of sunshine, a few clouds, and like we just saw, that official high was right after midnight, but our afternoon temperatures were in the mid 40s. Our average high is 63, so we are running well below average. Take a look at that record high, 80 degrees in 1915, and no official precipitation, but of course, we are watching to see if we can squeeze out some snow flurries with this system. High temperatures today were in the mid and upper 40s in many areas. Asheboro saw 52, but again, these are kind of after midnight temperatures, but the mountains, they only made it to just about the freezing mark. But we do have that weather impact alert days for today and for tomorrow, and that is because it is so unseasonably cold, windy on top of that, and of course that makes it feel so much colder than what the actual air temperature is. But we have below freezing temperatures, we're already there, and we're not done dropping. We're going to see about 27 degrees for tomorrow morning. So just like today, you need to prepare for this cold weather. When you head out, wear the warm clothes, make those teenagers put some real pants on and not wear shorts because it's just so cold out there, and prepare your home as well. But we do have that freeze warning that's now through 9 a.m. tomorrow. That's when we'll start to see above freezing temperatures. And up in the mountains, they've been seeing a good amount of snow. The pictures are beautiful up there. So winter weather advisory through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But we're not the only ones dealing with this freezing temperatures. Look, those freeze warnings go all the way out to the North Carolina coast, all the way down almost to central Florida, but Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, all seeing freeze warnings overnight tonight. Skies are mainly clear, but we're starting to see some clouds. Southern portions of Davidson and Randolph County, I think we're able to squeeze out some snow flurries, but I have my eye on this little area right up here. I'm hoping if it can hold enough over the mountains into the foothills, maybe we'll be able to get a few snow flurries out of that one as well. But there's that area that moved through Charlotte, brought them some snow flurries just about an hour or so ago. Right now, it's cold, 30 degrees in Greensboro, and it's dry, the dew point 12 degrees. So that means it feels like it's about 20 degrees outside because of that wind. We're looking about 15-mile-per-hour winds. Burlington's also chilly, 34. Feels like it's 25, and their winds are out of the west at around 13 miles per hour. Current conditions, we're below freezing in many areas. Asheboro holding on to 33, 30 up in Reidsville, 33 in Danville, and then looking out to the foothills, Wilkesboro checking in at 30 degrees, 29 up in Mount Airy. This is one of my favorite maps. I have waited all weekend to show this map because I knew it was going to be dramatic today. So comparing current temperatures to where we were yesterday at the same time, we're 25, almost 30 degrees difference. And earlier this afternoon, it was a 35-degree difference. Big change, and you can see why. That cold air from Canada dipping all the way down almost to the Gulf Coast, and we are seeing and feeling the effects of that. So why has it gotten so cold? Well, this explains it right here. Look at the upper air pattern. This follows the jet stream. That jet stream really helps to divide the colder air from the warmer air. So the further south that jet stream goes, the further south that cold air is going to go, and it is pretty far south today, which is why all that cold air has made it down. We're going to stay cold tomorrow, but Wednesday, notice that jet stream lifts up to the north, that warmer air lifts up as well, so we will be back to near average temperatures coming up for Wednesday and really for the rest of the week. So looking at the next 12 hours, we'll keep our eyes to the skies for a possible snow shower or flurry. That's going to be the hope. And then for tomorrow morning, it's going to be cold. We're talking 27, 28 degrees. Lots of sunshine though for tomorrow. Here's a fun little graphic for you. Yesterday, it was almost warm, especially if you were in the sun. 75 degrees was our high temperature. Tomorrow morning, if we make it down to 27, that's a 48-degree difference. And this is about 36 hours apart. That's big changes, and that's why we keep talking about this, because it is so dramatic. Of course, this is North Carolina. You know we see changes like this. So a cold front came through yesterday. As it came through, you might have seen some rain, maybe even heard a few thunderstorms. Behind it though, there's that colder air coming down from the northwest. It's dry and it's also helping us to stay windy. But high pressure is building back in. That's going to give us lots of sunshine this week, but based on its location, is giving us more of a southwesterly flow for Wednesday, and that's going to allow temperatures to warm back up to near average. So coming up for tomorrow, be ready for those cold morning temperatures, upper 20s, and by the afternoon, we're talking mid, maybe even upper 40s for high temperatures. Lots of sunshine though, and we're going to see that across the area up in the foothills, 43 in Greensboro, but the mountains, they're going to stay in the 30s for tomorrow. So what's it actually going to feel like? Because we have those wind chills, it's going to feel like it's in the teens for tomorrow morning. We know it's going to be, the air temperature is going to be cold, but it's going to feel even colder than that. Even in the afternoon, where air temperatures are in the 40s, it's going to feel like it's in the 30s because of just how windy and dry it is. So keep in mind our average high for this time of the year, 63. Today we officially made it to 49, but we know we really felt those mid 40s. Same thing tomorrow. So what that means is that's about almost a 20-degree difference, departure from where we should be for this time of the year. But by Wednesday, we're back to average. Thursday as well. Friday, we're a little bit higher, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It starts to warm up even more as we head to the weekend. Let's take you hour by hour. This is what we're hoping for. We're hoping for this line to move through and give us a little burst of some snow showers, but it is narrow, it's fast moving, and it's dry. So fingers crossed, we will get at least a little bit of a show with the snow. Once it moves through though, don't expect any more snow showers, but it is going to be cold in the morning. Highs only reaching mid upper 40s. And then we start to see, look at those winds. You can see it starting to kind of move out of the northwest a little bit more. The southwest a little bit more. And that's going to help to warm us up into the low and mid 60s coming up for Wednesday. So this weather system is pretty short-lived, but it is impactful, especially for tomorrow morning with low temperatures right around 27 degrees, so well below freezing for tomorrow morning. Looking at winds, not as bad right now. We're only looking about 5-10 mile per hour wind speeds, a little bit gustier in Greensboro. So they've calmed down a little bit since the sun went down, but it was definitely breezy earlier today. We saw wind gusts getting up to 20, 25, even a 30 mile per hour wind gust was reported in Winston-Salem, also out at the Raleigh airport. So we're going to still keep it breezy tomorrow. Look at wind gusts. 15, maybe even 20 miles per hour. So it's going to stay breezy in addition to those cold temperatures. Wednesday still a little breezy, but take a look at the mountains. Look at how windy it's going to be up there on Wednesday. So we're starting to see at least a break, but that will not happen until Wednesday. But what's it going to feel like? We know it's going to be cold, we know it's going to be windy, but what's it going to feel like? Well, for Tuesday morning, it's going to feel like it's in the teens, and by the afternoon, it's only going to feel like it's in the 30s, even though air temperatures will be in the 40s. This model here is trying to eke out a little bit of snow. Of course, we're hopeful for this, but of course, the North Carolina mountains are seeing their fair share of the winter weather with the snow. Here's a quick look at Blowing Rock. You can see how windy it is and the snow already starting to fall. Banner Elk, also a winter wonderland, but looks cold with all those breezy conditions. Lee's McRae College looking like a winter wonderland with all the snow that they have seen up there. Just a beautiful sight. Overnight tonight, expect freezing temperatures, 27 degrees, and fingers crossed we'll see some snow flurries in the area. Cold tomorrow, 46 is your high and another windy day. But after that, things start to change for Wednesday. 62 is your forecast high, 63 on Thursday. Friday, we're back into the upper 60s, 70 for Sunday.